And here we are, the final episode of Floor 4 of 2D6 Dungeon. Rahfa has battled giants and trolls, ghosts and ice vampires? I'm not sure what a Faraviata is supposed to be, but vampire's as good a guess as any. But with this, we are ready to face down the boss of this floor. We are, once we're finished with town, we'll be as ready as we'll ever be. So, without further ado, here's part 4. And I'm going to take a quick pause. I will be back. All right. Believe we were back in town. I was just confirming a couple of loot things because I couldn't remember where that 33 gold had initially come from, but it was continuing our story of having people be randomly really loaded. So let's, first of all, Rahfa will take stock here. So we have 56 gold coins plus 20 silver coins, which is effectively 2 gold coins. So we have a total of 56 gold coins in town before we do anything else. We also have, let's do that. We also have, and we'll get this in a separate text box here, we have 5 medium quality pearls, 2 lower quality rubies, 2 medium quality rubies, 1 medium quality sapphire, and 3 low quality emeralds, which we need to quickly total up the values of, just so we have accurate notes. So medium quality pearls are 4 GC each. Lower quality rubies are 10 GC each. Medium quality rubies are 24 GC each. Medium quality sapphire is 8 gold coins each. And lower quality emeralds are 12 gold coins each. So if we total that up, it's 5 times 4. So it's 20 plus 20 plus 48 plus 8 plus 36. 132 gold coins in total. 132 GC total. Let me check that's right. 20 and 20, 48, 8, 36. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. This is the fun part of adventuring, right? Okay, in addition to that, we have we have some completed halves of ornate items, which I need to pull up the rules for, because this will be exciting for us as we scroll on separate pages. Where is half of ornate items? Probably on 28. Treasure and experience, magic potions. No. I'm sorry to keep cutting. I'll be back. I'm going to go find the rules. And once more, we're back. All right, so here's the deal with half of ornate items. If you find 2 halves of an ornate item, you get to combine them and triple their value. So we have a gold symbol, which is worth 13 plus 7 times 3, which is 60 gold coins. We have a silver cross, which is worth 10 silver coins. So basically 1 plus 11 gold coins times 3, which is that's 12 times 3 is 36 gold coins. Then we have half of a copper pendant, which is worth so a copper pendant, 13 silver coins in total, times 3 equals 13 times 3 is 39. There we go. I should have been able to do that in my head. So 39, so 3 point, well, so it's actually 39 Oh, no, I did that right. Yeah, 39 silver coins. 3.9 gold coins. There we go. So there's all of that plus a bracelet with worth 6 silver coins plus 2 medium quality rubies, 24 GC. So this equals 20 or so that's 48 GC. So that's 48.6 GC. Then we have, geez, we got a lot here. Bracelet. We just have a bracelet, which is worth 18 GC, and a torque worth 10 GC. We are rich. Maybe not retire from adventuring forever. We also have 2 gold goblets from somewhere. 2 gold goblet. X2 equals 24 GC. Okay, so that's the total up of what we have here. We also have the Bell's Sonic Rune, but I don't think we're going to sell that. So that's what we have. So we will remove all of this stuff off our sheet. And the reason I do this is primarily so that I don't double count it. Oh. But yeah, we have a lot of money. A lot of money to work with here. All right, let's do some totaling up here. So the 56 is good, and I believe the gems we just get the value for the gems as we head over to the shopping section of the book. Let's see. Gems retain their full value. Armor, scrolls, potions, and magic items are only worth half their purchase price. Yep. Okay. So the gems retain their full value. So let's total up the stuff that we have to sell. Okay. So we have 509, and what I'm gonna say for this bracelet, we basically just say, don't worry. Like, we don't care about the 6 silver, so we're just gonna trade it in for 48 gold. We're just gonna do that. That saves us a bit of time, and like 6 silver is not worth the trouble. So let me double check this. 60 gold coins for that, 36 for that, 3.9 for that, 18, 10, 24. Cool. So with that, I believe we are going to market. We're pretty happy with everything else. So yeah, we're just going to go straight to market here. So we go to market to sell our goods. We roll 2d6 plus our adventuring level minus our precision. We roll a 10. You did well and stood strong on a couple of deals. You add 10% of the sell price of the loot rounded up. So the way this works is we go 151.9 divided by 2, 75.95 times 1.1. So all of this stuff gets sold. And we add 56 plus 83.54. We round up, so we'll just do there. We'll do that. So 83.5 plus 132. Well, we need to redo the math on that. Okay. So after market, we have 139.55. in tow. We need to recheck this. So it's 20 plus 20 plus 48 plus 48 plus 8 plus 36 is 180. So 180 gold coins in gems. 180 plus 139.55. 319 gold. Just a small, I mean, not even that small of a fortune in loot here. That is amazing. All right, man. I have a lot of thinking to do, so I've been cutting back and forth a lot of times, but this is gonna take me a minute to figure out what to buy. So, for you, it'll be a quick transition. For me, I got to do some math. Back shortly. All right, we're back. Okay, thank you all. I mean, I know for you all, it's basically just a cut, but still, thank you. Thank you for your patience with me as I'm trying to speed up the pace a little bit, so you're not just seeing me looking at a different table and like muttering to myself. So here's what we're gonna do. We have 319 gold to spend just from the sheer volume of gems we found and everything else. So it was a lot of money. So we're going to get some big upgrades here. The first one, we're going to upgrade our armor. The scaled jacket gives us primary 5s and 2s and secondary 4s for -3 damage. That keeps our primary 5 coverage from our padded jacket while adding in 2s, which is something we don't currently have, and secondary 4s. 200 gold coins, well worth the cost, I think. That's pretty much one of the best armors in the game. There's a few that are better, but they cost way more. The next will be some familiar faces, or at least familiar cousins of faces. A melt metal scroll, because it's just nice to be able to pop a lock. But a potion of further health. This is the upgraded version of the potion of gain health. So basically spend 15 more gold coins, get 10 more max HP. Maybe not the most efficient thing, but it gets the job done. Along with that, we're picking up a potion of extra healing, which heals for 30 HP. That costs 28 gold coins, a bit expensive, but sometimes you just need to cover more than 10 HP. That one's going to be more of our panic button. And then finally, a scroll of paralysis. This is a scroll we haven't seen yet, but if successfully cast, we just get to hit the enemy 3 times. So, that's what we're going to end up buying here. I'll update the sheet on the side, but that's where we're going. Also, while I was in there, I noticed that we had Zumarius leaves, Ilios petals, and Scarlet Orivitus. So with that, we'll pop those out and make a health paste. So yeah, we'll just go straight into another health paste, which will heal us for 10 HP. That'll be a nice thing to have. We'll add the rest here. We do get 20 XP for successfully crafting the health paste. And let's see. So potion of extra healing, which is 30 HP. Potion of further health, plus 25, can exceed max HP. And then we're adding in the Scroll of Paralysis, which, by the way, we still have the Scroll of Swamp Lung, which is like deals 20 damage. Deals 20 damage and then gives you a free swing. That's actually probably better than the Scroll of Paralysis, but I want to have the Scroll of Paralysis handy because I think it's easier to cast than Swamp Lung. Yeah, Scroll of Paralysis is a little bit easier to cast than Swamp Lung, so it's just worth having. And then Scroll of Melt Metal, and then our padded tunic, which we don't have to sell. We'll just note that we have it down, and we'll also put the Bell's Sonic Rune in. I don't know that I want to apply that to our weapon yet. You can only apply 5 runes. Actually, does it cost anything to apply? How much does it cost to use the engraver here? The engraver, they'll find those. Oh, okay, it's 10 gold coins. Well, when we go 319.55 minus 308 for the stuff we're buying, we have 1155 left. We do have enough to apply it, so I think we will. So we will apply the Bell's Sonic Rune to our weapon. So I will just remove the not applied. So our weapon can take up to 5 runes. So we're not really expending something we can't make room for later. But this does mean that on primary 5s and secondary 2s, or primary 3s and secondary 5s, we can basically go minus 5 damage, which is pretty impactful. That takes us down to a gold 55 and a padded tunic left. And we are gassed up. We have full rack of potions, full rack of scrolls, rations for days. Our money's broke, but our armor is upgraded. Five 5/2 and 4s for minus 3 damage. And that'll do that. So yeah, we'll look to wind down our day here. Do we want to go to the tavern or do arm wrestling? Yeah, we'll do the arm wrestling first of all, because why wouldn't we? Oh, I gotta add my discipline to this. +2. 9 + 2 makes 11. You're doing well in the crowd cheers your own, but you pull a muscle. During a break, a man comes and gives you a healing salve. He's backed you to win and wants to see a return on the investment. You fail in the final, but you still get across the line. So we'll quickly jump to Rahfa's token here. So he will be at 48 entering the dungeon here. I think we've had that one before. And then we'll don't really feel the need to pray and offer favors, so we'll just go to the tavern and chill for the evening. Pleasant evening, nothing interesting happens. And with that, we will transition back. Let me just move Rahfa out of the way here. Oh, I need that. And I do need to make sure I mark a little thing here. This is used. There we go. Where'd you go, Rahfa? So as Rahfa arrives back in the dungeon, and I actually forgot to note down what room this was. So let's go back. Rahfa makes his way back into the dungeon. This he's almost clattering with his new scale armor. The tinkling sound of potions clinking together on his potion sash, and scrolls jammed into the holster at his side. Rahfa is ready to party. Here we go. This was the Smart Tomb, which is not unique and has archways for exits. So let's... Smart Tomb. Okay. So we got 2 directions to go here, and Rahfa will continue on to the right here. Let's just go 6 by 1 with a single exit. So looks like what happens here. Boom, boom, and a secret door opens up. So a secret door opens up, connecting the passageway here, but leading back to Scratchwords. And Rahfa will nod as he sees this and realizes this must be how the guy who threw the rock escaped. Whoever attacked me must be further within. So Rahfa will turn the other way, and once again he hears this distant sound like a lion growling. He readies his mace and steps forward. 2x5 with a single exit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's encounter the room. 2x5, you say. 2x5 is unique. That is the Undertroll's lair. We can't see that again, so we go to 3x1 instead. Oh, it's another freezing chamber. Interesting. It's kind of funny. They're the same size, too. Isn't that convenient? Freezing chamber. Okay. The freezing chamber is not unique. The sarcophagus here is frozen solid, ice coating the stone tomb. Icicles hang from the ceiling. I can chip away, but I'd have to fight another Faraviata, which I think we will. We'll fight another one, so we will free this undead beast and then liberate it from life. Combat start. Round 1. So kind of ready for this, Rahfa will immediately, loose it and then immediately try to bash its skull in. That becomes 3x5 with shift 2. And the Faraviata is not mitigating on anything for us. So down 1, so we smack it for basically half of its HP. It'll swing. Oop. It'll swing back. 6x5 does nothing. Round 2, we will swing again. That becomes 3x5 again. Pretty easily, in fact. And we'll swing once again for another 7. This thing doesn't stand a chance. It'll swing back. 1x2 does become freezing claws. But that 2, let me confirm. And I was looking at where it actually, in the book, it actually describes scale armor's mitigation. So I'm going to confirm one more time that I'm doing this right. Scale armor, primary 5s and 2s. Yep. So it strikes me for D6 plus 1, minus 3 as our new scale armor comes forward. And it does nothing. Its claws scrape across our armor and do nothing. Round 3. So Rahfa will look to finish this fight. We can make 5x2 out of that. Yep. For only 2 damage, though. Not enough. The Faraviata will strike again. It makes freezing claws again. And once again, we trust our armor. And once again, its claws no match for our scale armor. So round 4. Shift plus 1. 4x6. 3x5. We can make 3x5 out of that. Oh, well. It doesn't matter. We roll a 4 base. This thing's dead. Smack. We didn't take a point of damage there. As Rahfa smacks down another Faraviata, he kind of nods confidently, admiring the way his new armor has taken those blows and not even shown a scratch yet. You know, he kind of smirks to himself and says, "You better watch out, dungeon. Because Rahfa's here to kick your ass." So with that, we'll collect our XP, and we have the body search table 2 at +2. We also get a sarcophagus loot table 2, which is flat, I believe. 3x1. Yep, flat. But it is a reinforced door out of here, which we will need to check momentarily to see if it's still locked. Nope. There we go. We'll actually just check that first. It is not locked. Good. All right. Sarcophagus loot table 2. We'll do that one first this time. 10. A small stone statue of Navazator is here. You can correctly make an offering and smash it for 1 favor point. All right, Navazator is here again. Do we have anything he likes, though? I don't know that we have anything he likes. We'll jump to his sheet here. Sticks, cloth, hemp, rope, and sapphires. Sticks, cloth, hemp, rope. Wooden rods. We have some wooden rods, which we will break over the altar. And now Navazator has 5 favor. We are favored by the blind here. For whatever reason, he's taken a shine to us, which, can't be mad about. And now we roll on body search table +2 for 7. We get 2 more throwing knives and 3d6 gold coins. So 7 gold coins, which is nice. And we now have 4 throwing knives, so we can just dagger people. That takes us up to 5 throwing weapons. We still have our axe +3 as well. But that will conclude our journey here. And there's only 1 or 2 rooms left on this floor, so Rahfa kind of psychs himself up. 1x4 with a dead end. Oh no. So we'll draw that in. And it dead ends up to the wall, like a passageway heading to the north, but not anywhere. So Rahfa pauses. This is impossible. Surely there must be a staircase down. And then he thinks. He thinks about that stone slab. That won't move. But there was that other corridor that dead ended. There could be another room on the other side of it. So Rahfa will head back, and it turns out, as he enters this corridor, a hidden door has slid open, revealing the final room. We're just going to ignore that and draw a room. Let's not be silly here. This is the final room of the dungeon. It doesn't really matter what size it is. And let's pull up the final room in this dungeon as the sounds Rahfa has been hearing, this sound of growling, roaring, this large cat-like sound. This space is full of straw and branches, as if a matting topped with animal or the bloody carcasses of animals. A low growl alerts you, and you turn to see a Zordian Shade. If you survive, roll CT4 +4. The Zordian Shade, this large leonine figure. Oh, wow, I completely typed that wrong. Well, let's grab a pick here. Zordian Shade pick. And then I will quickly pull it out of my desktop and bring it in. Oh yeah, that's a good looking token. I like that one. Zordian Shade are possessed corpses of a species of extinct lion, scourged by primordial magic. They hate humans and seek revenge for the persecution they suffered in life. It roars! And we are fight is on. Combat starts. So Rahfa, seeing this thing, immediately reaches for his scroll, or his scroll case. Because we're definitely gonna, actually, no, we're gonna throwing axe it. So Rahfa reaches for his scroll case with one hand as he hefts his throwing axe, his final throwing axe, the +3, and throws it 3x6. Agile leap on primary 1s, 2s, and 6s. Muscular frame on secondary 1s and 2s. It doesn't mitigate. It doesn't mitigate. It takes a full 9 damage out of its max of 50. As the axe sinks into this thing's flesh. And Rahfa carves off a hunk of it. And the axe stays embedded, and for the moment it might still be recoverable. We'll find out after combat. So round 1, Rahfa is going to use a scroll. And Rahfa will pull a scroll from his case, the Scroll of Swamp Lung. And as the Zordian Shade, hesitates a brief moment because of the throwing axe, Rahfa will cast 6x4. It's discipline. We get 20 XP for doing it. And I'm pretty sure that works. We'll double check that it doesn't fail. Swamp Lung doesn't fail on double 6s, though we can make it double 5s if that's preferable here. Oh, it fails on double 5s, so yeah, we make it double 6s just to win. And its mouth fills with this swamp water as its body kind of takes this unnatural stance. Now that we've officially halved this thing's HP with spells, we'll swing at it. 5x1 becomes 5x2 pretty easily. It does mitigate on this because we get a free swing off of Swamp Lung. So we hit it for another 4. And it'll roar and leap at us. 4x2 definitely becomes Claw Slash for D6 plus 2. But our Scale Jacket mitigates on 5s and it does nothing. All right. Yeah, round 2. The Zordian Shade is getting bodied as Rahfa steps in to finish the job. We can make 3x5 out of that pretty consistently. Actually, let me double check something. Is there any reason that... Yeah, no. So what I was thinking about was like this thing is technically like an undead, but it's possessing this corpse. But it's roaring. It's clearly like making sounds. So I think Swamp Lung does apply to it. I choose to believe it does. Primaries 1s, 2s, and 6s. Yep. So we smack it for another 5. On its turn, the Zordian Shade... The Zordian Shade is going to activate a unique power. Technically, the table says this should only be humanoid enemies, but this thing's a boss, and I'm beating the tar out of it. So yeah, it's going to get a. It is going to roll on this to see if it gets a benefit. Oh, and a Zordian Shade suddenly flickers and starts running. It's a ghostly presence empowering it. The next time it rolls to hit, it can just choose to roll again if it misses. So it's going for me here. It will roll to hit. 3x2. It'll choose to roll again. 4x1. Both cases, despite its double-jointed nature, it just can't land a blow. Rahfa ready for this battle, ready for this combat. Can't make anything out of that. The Zordian Shade will reply. That's Ghost Claws. Striking Rahfa, finally drawing blood for 5 damage. 4x4. Rahfa with Shift 3 can make that 3x5. Bashes this thing for another 6. It's on its last legs as it strikes again. 3x3. Yeah, that makes claws no problem. Another 2 damage, just chipping away at our extra HP from the arm wrestling. Rahfa swings. We can make 3x5 with that. And that'll do it. With a final crunch, the Zordian Shade goes limp. Rahfa goes to check his throwing axe. Rolls a 5. It's basically a 50-50 if we get this thing back or not. And I would really like to get it back. +3 throwing axes, as we've just demonstrated, are real good. We've had some quite good rolls. Combat sequence, where's throwing weapons? Roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, it's lost. On a 4 to 6, you've recovered it and put it back in your pack. Very nice. So we recover the throwing axe. We rip it out of the hide. It still glints and is still sharp, and we slot it back in. We take the remains of the Swampling Scroll, cast it aside, as it is of no more use to us, and we collect our loot. 300 XP for killing it, a BT1 +3 roll, a BT2 +3 roll, and I believe the Zordian Den comes with a CT4 +2 roll. But first, XP. Up to 2198. And I need to double check. Is 2000 the mark for level 5, or is it 3000? It's 3000. Wait, hang on. Am I reading that wrong? Yeah, it is 3000 to level up. What happened here? Hold on just a minute, because I remember us leveling up last time, but now my sheet is out of date. Just a moment, I'll be right back. And we're back, and hopefully that'll be the last time I need to do that. So, just to explain what happened, the way the Adventurer Levels table is written is a little confusing. So 2000 is the mark to level up at level 4 to become level 5. So we have crossed the line. I got confused because the way it's written, it sort of seems to suggest that, like, oh, you need 2000 XP to be level 4, but that is not correct. So Rahfa, the Zordian Shade, lies dead, and he feels this surge of power as we are level 5. Which is quite a big deal here. Let's resolve that first. So a level 5 adventurer. We now get the very, very powerful Shift 3. So now in fights we start at Shift 3. So it is going to get increasingly probable that we are going to hit. We also get a second level 2 maneuver. Letting us upgrade our 5x2 into something a little bit more impactful here. And you know what? Blindside Stroke has been treating us really well, and I really like this low-high, high-low setup. So we're actually going to grab Violent Lambist, 5x3 for d6 plus 5. Just a big set of upgrades here. 5x3 and 3x5 are both good for us. And that really is just like the high, low, low, high is fine. It's only a problem if we roll double low or double high. But I'm willing to accept that risk. So we upgrade our maneuvers. We've upgraded our sheet. There we go. So that's our level up to level 5, which is a big deal. And that fight went very well for us. Getting Swamp Lung off and having it work, plus the throwing axe, just blew off. I mean, this thing started with 50 HP, and we took 29 of it off the front. So that just, yeah, that the Zordian Shade, I think, gets beat up on a little bit because it's not as powerful as I think it might need to be. But we gave it an innate power, and it wasn't enough, so victory is ours. All right, bag time, loot time. Let's do this. BT1 plus 3. 13, so max out, so we get 12. Wrapped in some cloth at the bottom of the bag is 2d6 plus... Okay. 2d6 plus 40 gold coins. 45. 2 throwing darts. Okay. And a piece of armor. All right. So let's add the 7 plus 45 is 52 gold coins. Throwing dart. Throwing dart. We just got this collection of throwing items now. We got all these like throwing knives and stuff. It's kind of silly. We're just gonna be throwing these things at everything that moves. And a piece of armor. We get to roll on Art 1, which is exciting. 1. We find a jerkin. Yeah, okay. That's not very impressive. Definitely not of interest to definitely not of real interest to us. It's basically just going to be fodder for sale. Let me see. How much is the jerkin worth? What did this basically translate into? 9 gold coins. Yeah, I'm even just going to flag it in my I'm gonna flag it in my sheet as basically like trash to sell. Oh well, that could be. You know, we can't really complain. We got loot. So that was bag search. That was BT1. And now we roll on BT3. Get a 9. And I want to double check the Zordian Shade one more time. I know, again, for you all, it's up on screen. For me, I'm jumping around in the books, but, you know, doing my best here. 9. Tip out a collection of objects. You find 2d6 plus 15 silver coins. 21. We'll add that to the old sheet here. And what's the other thing? And a bracelet worth 19 gold coins. We've had that roll before. So, bracelet, 19 gold coins. Good to know. So not the most exciting, but we did basically just get free loot there. And now we go to chest level 4. This is a big one here. And we're rolling at +2 because this is the Zordian chest room. The Zordian Den, yeah. Big money, no whammies. Oh, not big money. Very sad. There's a huge gold-plated urn inside. It is a large chest, or it's a large item worth 46 plus 30 gold coins. 39 gold coins. Very disappointing. And I'll tell you why it's disappointing, because the top end of stuff in that chart is insane. Large gold urn. Yeah. Like the top end of that chart is enchanted armor and rune stones and scrolls. So that was a pretty poor roll by us, but we can't be too salty because we won. And victory is its own reward. So that will do it. That will do it for me and for this floor. Rahfa, level 5, still with scrolls and potions aplenty as he prepares to make his way deeper into the dungeon to continue to face the enemies of this place. And now we are very strong, but the enemies are only likely to get stronger. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You all know that drill. And we'll see you in the next one.